Hey everyone, SpeeDMan here, and welcome back to part 11 of our Let's Learn Civilization 6 United States run. Today's episode, we are going to get a lot more of these builders done and plant more and more of these woods. That way we can create, a lot of different areas for national parks and really kind of develop the value in much of this kind of setup here. With the spy here, of course we're going to go by foot. They will make it through and get out of there, so it's good. So there's going to be a few turns until we get them back, but the good thing is knowing that they are alive. We have the setup that we could roll with here. What we're going to do is take the growth. That way we can kickstart the growth in the city, and then we can go for a really nice sanctuary setup and get production kind of properly going. Otherwise, production is going to be fairly slow and stay that way. If we purchased a sanctuary, we could be in a good spot. For the science game, we have pretty much a very significant lead over much of the AI. Same thing with culture, so we're doing okay there. I did make the decision that officially we are going to go for the culture victory. So that means we are going to make an extreme emphasis on getting as much culture output and tourism output as possible. A lot of that is going to come from planting many trees. And it's going to take some time, but our goal is to provide us with the means to really develop and definitely be competitive. So we know we've got another district planned here. We have the ability to get it started. What we're going to do is first donate the tile to this. That way we can access it. And then we are going to set up here. And it will also help it would help not only just the population growth, just because of the housing, it would also help us in the long term because then we could boost these other tiles up and really give a lot more value. This tile here would actually get amplified pretty heavily. Now that we're going to get this harbor fixed up so that way our general yields are better. This should fix the appeal in a lot of these tiles. So once I have this kind of set up a bit more, now these other tiles, instead of being charming, will be breathtaking, and that's going to be better for us in the long term. So we do have nuclear fission. That's a pretty critical part of the game for us. What we're going to do is pick up computers. That'll boost things up for us. And also we'll need to go down this tree anyways if we were going to try to be competitive. And set up here with this one. There's just not really anything we can specifically do at the moment. And kind of locked for the most part. The more of them we get, though, the better. This is kind of like a quality and quantity type of situation. So it'll help us to get, a good bit of both. There's another national park there. Good. That's going to give us a little bit more to work with. Get another one of these. I'll even further boost that because it's got very, very high tourism output. Let's see, this should be the 7 key. And at the moment, not a lot's being shown, but it will go up a lot more. Put some woods there. Further boost those yields up just a little bit more. And for anybody that was curious, yes, you can put, you can add a feature such as woods into a pre-existing national park tile, but you cannot put improvements though. Since we got the neighborhood fixed up, that'll be good, and we're going to be protecting it, so we're not worried about it being taken or moved around. I would say, honestly, a National History Museum would be quite nice for us. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get production boosts at all. No problem. You can take an arena and then further boosting down that line would be good. There's a lot of stuff for us to be working on here. Truffles, coal power plant, ban, and then a Minotaur.
What can be labeled package?
Okay, so have a quick look. Diplomacy, we'll just have to keep an eye on the top two there. They're generally looking to be a potential threat in the long game, so we'll just have to be careful about it. I do really want to get some archaeologists up and running, so once I have that, I'm immediately going to see if I can purchase one. I hope it can let me purchase, otherwise it's going to take a while to build. I need one so that way I can kind of get some of these out of there and then get further value from it. And then set them up there. Go down there and then put down some woods. Let's go for the factory and then build the nuclear plant afterwards. And that'll be the kind of setup that we will focus on. Get those set up. We have 3 air score away from another golden age. I want to see if we can set something up for a really positive outcome. Specifically, what I want us to do is to focus on, some of the potential yields that we can actually build upon. So really getting another naturalist wouldn't be a bad thing. We could definitely make use of that. Question is there a place we can build one more? Because if there is a place like, maybe over here, that could be very, very beneficial for us. Only thing is, I don't know if the strategic resource is going to force that to not work. So we will have to see. Good, and we have flight. That's actually super important for our entire setup here. Good, going to get more of those. That started next turn. It's good. More tourism than we have, the better. Right now at this stage of the game, we really need to get a lot more. That spawning there actually messes up our setup there, and it's kind of unfortunate. We could have had another potential national park, but that's okay.
Science owes more to this.
Our people imagine a railroad.
Okay, we could also build our film studio, and that would give us a nice boost, plus 100% more tourism pressure towards other civilizations, so that would definitely help. We are, of course, in the modern era, so this would actually fall well in play with our setup here.
Every life is many days. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. One by one, they will.
Perfect. And we are going to excavate artifact. Perfect. So in this position, we put ourselves into a very positive type of position long term. So we definitely put ourselves in more of a long-term positive position here. What we need to look to do is continue working on, getting that boost to our tourism and other things in general. So to do that, we're going to need to continue just getting our yields up and running to a point where they're really competitive. Finally, we can get started on the nuclear plants. That's really exciting. That's actually going to put us in a very, very strong position, though, with a lot of our production. So let's definitely take that.
The good thing about computers is that they do what you
Good.
tell them to do.
So that's going to boost our tourism output. Not by a lot, but every little bit counts at this stage. I'm going to keep looking for more theater squares to keep just hopping through. And the more we do that, the better. Just going to put us in a better position overall. And plus, by doing so, exerting a little bit of pressure in different parts of the map will eventually help us. So something that we are definitely going to keep working on. We will need to kind of look around and see if there's anywhere in the science tech tree that could provide us additional means of culture and specifically getting tourism. Here we're going to take the foment unrest, and that's going to be our kind of goal to set up for. We have our film studio, so that's good. That's going to give us a nice little boost to our tourism pressure. That will help. Build that into 11 turns, and that'll give us even more turns, 12 turns. I can build that in 20 turns, so that's good. Water park, let's work on that. Let's give us a little bit more tourism. Then mausoleum would give us a little bit of potential for this section here, because it would get 2 more tourism on top of that. That's really it, though, so it's not super helpful. We could definitely gain more by getting another theater square down and then setting up more stuff into it. Not sure why it's fortified, but question for another day, I suppose. It's a bit better. Okay, let's buy another one of these. And then pick up a monument. Get to another one of these. And now we are officially in the atomic era. So this is a bit of a, I would say just in general, a bit of a slower tempo game. Not for us per se, but for the AI. We pretty much are dominant. You know, I mean, we have what we need. We just need to work on our culture output.
If God had it has been.
The more
mysteries of
rock bands we get, the better. So I'm actually going to consider getting more of them. And they leveled up. Oh, that's sick. Oh, we got a Legends of Rock. That's a 6 out of 6. That's awesome. Nice. Cool. So we will definitely take a promotion there. There could be a promotion available that could be very powerful for us. Not really seeing very many theater squares for us to go for. So what we're going to need to do is kind of just work our way to the west here. Also, what's our promotions that are available? Spaceports and campuses for 500 tourism. The campus has a university and 1 more global experience. Could work. Where's the majority of Nah, don't really need that one. More experience. That does seem nice. If it had another level, it would be nicer, but I feel like it doesn't, it's not going to help us. I feel like it's actually going to be risky. time being. We'll keep looking around. Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye out for more theater squares and just keep working on those. The more that we get, the better. I'm sure, of course, Germany's got quite a few. So as I make my way over here, then if there's not another good one available, other than, of course, the one that is right there, then we'll just head over there to Germany and then start working more of those. There are a couple here and there. So we'll just keep working our way west and keep working there, and we'll actually have a very, very strong unit to work with. So as you can see, our tourism requirements for the victory, we are starting to get some progress in. That is good. 530 tourism, that's pretty solid. Well, everyone, this is a great stopping point for this episode. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more daily content, and we'll keep the videos coming. You all have a good one. SpeeDMan out.